What if the person you're mocking is the one who holds your career in their hands? Imagine a powerful federal judge gets pulled over by the police officers. They don't recognize her. Instead of respect, they meet her with condescension and mockery. They have no idea that in just a few seconds, they'll face the most humiliating moment of their lives. This is the true story of how a federal judge exposed a painful truth. Section 1, the gavel. And the badge. Imagine this, a powerful federal judge, a woman who holds the scales of justice in her hands and decides the fate of others, is pulled over for a simple traffic violation. It's a quiet Tuesday evening, as she's driving home from a long day in court. But instead of a professional interaction, she's about to be met with something far more common and far more insidious: mockery and prejudice. This isn't fiction. This is the true story of Judge Eleanor Vance and how a moment of mistaken identity exposed a painful truth about our society. Judge Vance is a picture of grace and authority. She has presided over countless high-profile cases, earned the respect of colleagues and rivals alike, and navigated a career path few could even dream of. But none of that matters to the flashing lights in her rearview mirror. She calmly pulls over, rolls down her window, and waits. An officer, let's call him Officer Miller, approaches her car. His posture is relaxed, almost arrogant. The first words out of his mouth aren't a greeting or a request for her license, but a condescending, "Well, look what we have here. You seem to be in a big hurry tonight." His tone is immediately dismissive. His partner, standing a few feet back, smirks. From their perspective, they've simply pulled over a black woman who seems a little too confident for their liking. Section 2, the escalation. Judge Vance, accustomed to navigating tense situations, remains completely composed. She calmly explains that she was driving the speed limit and asks what the problem is. Her steady, even tone seems to only irritate Officer Miller. He leans in closer, his smirk widening. "License and registration," he says, with a hint of a challenge in his voice. "And don't get smart with me. We know how this works." His partner chuckles from behind him. They start making comments, a quiet little game between the two of them. "Nice car," one says. "Guess someone's doing pretty well for themselves." Another adds, "But she's all dressed up for a fancy dinner party." They are not talking to her. They are talking about her, right in front of her. Their words are a slow drip of disrespect, fueled by their preconceived notions. They don't see a respected professional. They see a stereotype. They see someone they can easily dominate and humiliate. The judge, with her quiet dignity, simply responds to their requests without engaging in their games. She reaches for her purse, her movements deliberate and controlled. The officers, confident that they are in control of the situation, lean in, ready to issue a ticket and a final word of warning. They have no idea what is about to happen next. Section 3, the moment of truth. With a quiet click, Judge Vance opens her small leather wallet. Inside, it holds not just her driver's license, but a small, unassuming badge and a photo ID with the official seal of the United States. She holds it up for them to see. For a moment, nothing happens. The officers simply stare. Officer Miller's casual smile disappears. His partner stops chuckling. They lean in, squinting in the dim light. And then, a moment that must have felt like a punch to the gut for them. They read the name, Judge Eleanor Vance, and the title, Federal Judge, United States District Court. Their faces, just moments ago filled with arrogant amusement, completely drained of color. Their bodies go rigid, and the confident swagger they had just seconds before vanishes into thin air. Officer Miller stutters, trying to find words. The badge feels heavy in his hand, a symbol of the authority he so casually mocked. This wasn't just a powerful person. This was a person who held their very careers in her hands. Their little game of power had just turned into a real-life nightmare. Section 4, the aftermath and the ripple effect. Apologies come in a fumbling torrent, a clumsy dance of embarrassment and fear. "I'm so sorry, Your Honor. We had no idea." They stammer. They quickly hand back her documents, their hands shaking. The ticket that was about to be issued is completely forgotten. Judge Vance, still composed, says nothing. She simply takes her documents, thanks them for their service, and drives away. The next day, a storm erupts. The chief of police gets a call from a very angry and very senior figure in the Justice Department. An internal affairs investigation is launched immediately. The story, as these things often do, leaks. It first hits the local news, then goes national. Social media explodes. Some people can't believe the audacity of the officers, while others are quick to defend them. But what no one can deny is the raw, humiliating exposure of their prejudice. It was a clear-as-day example of what countless people experience every day, but this time, the victim was someone with a title that commands respect. Section 5. The enduring lesson in the days that followed. Judge Vance was interviewed about the incident. She didn't seek revenge or demand that the officers be fired. Instead, she used her platform to talk about something much bigger. She said her experience wasn't a unique tragedy, but a spotlight on a common problem. She said that while her title may have saved her from further harassment, it shouldn't have taken that to happen. She emphasized that a person's dignity, their right to be treated with respect, should never be conditional. It shouldn't depend on their job title, their wealth, or who they know. It should be given freely to everyone. This story is mistaken identity reminds us of the danger of making quick judgments. It shows us that prejudice blinds us to the truth and can lead to devastating consequences. The officers thought they had the upper hand, but in the end, they were the ones who were judged. The gavel of justice, in a way, was still in Judge Vance's hands, not because of her badge, but because of her character. It was a lesson for those two officers, and it's a lesson for us all. If this story opened your eyes to the power of respect, give this video a big thumbs up. For more stories that expose hidden truths and challenge the way we think, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out. Let me know what you thought of this case in the comments below. Thanks for watching.